So I'm going to try to explain this the best way I can without sounding like I'm making it up because it honestly still messes with my head sometimes. A few years ago, my family took in a girl. We'll call her Maya. She wasn't blood related. She was the daughter of a close family friend who passed away suddenly, and my parents offered to become her guardians. At the time, I was around 15, and she was maybe 14. She moved in and was basically treated like one of us from day one. In the beginning, everything was chill. We got along fine, shared jokes, talked about school, TV shows, music, typical teenage stuff. She was a little quiet, kind of kept to herself, but she was smart and funny when she opened up. We basically grew up together, and for a while it really did feel like I had a sister. But somewhere around when we both hit 17 to 18, things started getting weird. At first it was little things. She'd compliment me in ways that didn't feel like how a cousin should talk. Stuff like, "You smell really good," or "You look kind of hot today, not gonna lie." I laughed it off because I honestly thought she was just being weird or trying to joke around. But it started happening more and more often, and it got bolder. She started hanging out in my room a lot, usually lying on my bed, sometimes under the covers. I'd walk in and she'd be scrolling through her phone like she owned the place. One time I asked her if she needed something, and she just grinned and said, "I like your energy in here." Okay. Then there was the towel thing. One night I was getting ready to go to sleep when she just walks in, wrapped in a towel, dripping wet from the shower, asking if I could help her find something to wear. I was stunned. I literally stood there like a deer in headlights while she's opening my closet and making comments like, "You always wear the comfiest shirts. I wish I could sleep in one of yours." I told her to go change in her room and lock my door that night. And it wasn't just that one time. There were moments when she'd brush her hand against mine and hold it just a little too long, or text me weird stuff like, "Do you think I'm cute?" followed by a laughing emoji, but no context. Or she'd sit way too close when we were watching TV, sometimes leaning her head on my shoulder and sighing dramatically like she was in some teen drama series. I even caught her going through my phone once. She tried to play it off, saying she was just checking the time, but I'd seen her swiping through my photos. It was uncomfortable, but I didn't know how to bring it up. What do you even say in that situation? "Hey cousin, who's not technically my cousin, could you please stop acting like we're in a forbidden romance subplot?" Yeah, right. Not exactly dinner table conversation. I never told my parents. I was scared it would make things awkward, or worse, that they'd accuse me of being the problem. So I kept my distance as best I could, avoided being alone with her, and made excuses to keep my door closed. Eventually she moved out. She went off to college in another state and kind of ghosted the family. No big goodbye, no staying in touch. Just gone. Part of me was relieved, but another part still feels uneasy about the whole thing. I've talked to a couple of friends about it, and their reactions are always the same. Wide-eyed WTF faces, followed by a dozen questions I can't really answer. I don't know if she had a thing for me, or if she was just messing with me for her own amusement. Either way, it messed with my head. And even now, years later, I still think about it sometimes, and wonder what the hell that was all about. Just needed to finally say it somewhere.